guys, Hazel Fernandez here. How are you doing? Here's one of my favorite babies. Oil on canvas, baby. I made this one back in 2017. I think so. Recollection may vary. Yeah, I believe so. However, the point being is, I never went to fine art school. I'm a self-taught visual artist. This is inspired from Bob Ross, and I went to a very short few weeks of workshop to learn how to paint using oils. I love oils because I don't know, there's just, well, from if we look at the work of the masters before, the Renaissance period, Victorian period, all that stuff, it's still here. Monet, Van Gogh, all that greatness, you still can see them in the biggest museums around the world. One of which I loved was when we went to Chicago. So, can you just, here we go. I'm a storyteller at heart, and I believe you are too. If you're watching this, I am inviting you to like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is called Art by Hazel Fernandez, because apparently there's the same artist named Hazel. What can we do? So, I have a lot of passions, hobbies, interests. I am not gonna be put in one box and be called this or that. Like you, I am very creative since I was a young girl growing up. And I also grew up where land was all over the place. Just think about this. Like, I grew up where there's mountains behind our home, my childhood home, and rice fields where, oh my God, rice, because I'm proud to be Pinoy, Filipino, and Asian with a Spanish heart. Really, I don't know, a rebel with a cause, I suppose. Since I was young, I grew up in a middle class home with a little bit of a strict upbringing because that's what they knew. No blaming, no shaming. Whatever I learned because I was young and I was a young girl. I didn't know a lot. However, I also know that I was connected to the unseen world, the spiritual world, the things where it's called metaphysical, where you cannot, it's just, you can just feel it. You know that there's other worlds out there, So, like you, I am a very sensitive kid, and I couldn't sit still for the love of my world. I couldn't. So, because my teachers didn't know about ADHD before, it's just meaning I just have a very unique way of perceiving things in the world with the world around me. So I'm always connected to the outdoors. I love to pick flowers, smell the roses, if you will. And then my name. My mom told me that the spiritual meaning of my name is God sees, or God watches over, from the baby's book that she took. However, unfortunately for me, I was teased because of my freaking name. And every time I go home, I would confront her and ask her, Mom, why would you choose the name Hazel? Now I'm being teased at school, and it affected my self-esteem, self-confidence, whatever. Then she would rebut and she would say, girl, okay, I'm paraphrasing here, but she would say, tell me this or reassure me that there's something in me, that I have an X factor that others see but I do not see, or whatever. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, there's so many other children in class. Why would they pick me as a target to be bullied, right? And because you get teased, and I know apparently teasing is natural, fine, but I didn't know about traumas before and all these trauma responses. Again, I am not making this as, oh, you're a victim. I wasn't. I survived and I'm still here. I'm thankful. And yes, I have a lot of work to do in terms of, I had a lot of work to do in terms of healing the wounds within when I moved to Canada, because I didn't know. So this art chose me. Creativity came back into my life when my life turned upside down. Heartaches, breakups, losing a career that I thought would make me happy and fulfilled. It didn't work. Basically, everything that I touched a decade or so ago turned to crap. And I'm failing left and right. And I'm feeling like, what's the dealio here, you know? And yes, I must admit that there are days where I felt like crap, because it's like, is there something that I can really do that I can put my name on, you know? So this is very cathartic, very healing. Obviously, I had a lot of support from the health professionals. I have doctors who helped me because I had burnout. I literally became sick because I was disconnected from my spiritual self, from the pure self that God has created me to be. However, I also have to accept that yes, there is part of my humanity that is so flawed, that is so messed up, so messy, so chaotic, so messy. It's just, you just have no words to describe it, because between you and me, you have yours too, if we're going to be honest with each other. So anywho, this is it. Like, I am at the fork. I'm like, literally, just picture yourself, you are facing, this is the future. The future is now. There's no past future. The future is now. This is the only thing that matters. So picture yourself that this is me a few years back, where I'm like, I'm hitting, like, whoa, the world is in front of me. I'm hit, like, there's a fork in the road. What am I gonna do? Do I go to the left? Do I go to the right? So I know what's going on the left. I know it's comfort zone. I know I feel safe. I feel like I play small in here. I don't really, it's just, I know this limits it. There's a lot of limitations in here. The right. So now I'm going to put in a little bit of my scientific knowledge, if you will. Okay, I love complex concepts, but I'm going to make it super easy for, like, even a 5-year-old can understand, or even your grandma will be able to digest. So let's just imagine there's a line over here that's, you know, that you can say this is the left and this is the right. Your left brain is where organization is, logic is, mathematics, yep, numbers, all this amazingness for you to do, right? The masculine side. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah, you did it. Now, as a girl, because I know I'm a woman, this is the right side of your brain, the feminine part of yourself. By the way, whatever gender, If you're a man, if you identify as a man or woman, there is a feminine and masculine side of each genders. Okay, so let's focus on the right brain. This is your right brain. The right brain is intuitive. It's illogical. It is out of this world. It's connected to the spirit world. It is connected to wisdom. It's connected to your powerful feminine energy, magnetic. You are attractive because that's your power. However, as a little girl, this is my own personal opinion. Don't believe what I say. Do your own research. I've done my own research for decades since I was a young girl. Probably at 5 that I could remember. So your right brain is connected to your creativity. Listen, you are born to create something. That is why for me, when I'm not connected, when I'm not creating or doing something with my hands, I feel cranky, irritable, miserable, depressed, and unhappy, and just gloom and doom. But when I am using my feminine energy, my power, obviously I need to balance it out as well, because sometimes when you're in the spirit world, you're like, now also I'm Aquarius, so I have a very different way of looking at the world in general. I just don't, when people tell me, Hazel, this is a painting, yes, I know, but I go beyond the painting. I go, what's the meaning of this image in front of me? What's the meaning? There's always a purpose in what you do, right? So, and also I am a dabbler. And I said to myself, if I'm going to be a master of everything, I won't really be considered as a master of something because I'm all over the place. So I made a decision in 2016, around the burnout time, where I was physically sick, I couldn't work, that I am going to freaking master creating art. I don't care how difficult it may be, or, oh, you're not going to make money off of it. You know that, right? All this negative, the haters, the unbelievers, the people who will put you down because they're also creatively blocked. And again, nobody knew that I was going through a very difficult time because I did not know how to be vulnerable. I just didn't know. I didn't know that I was blocked creatively. I did not know that to connect to my feminine power or creativity is to heal the suppressed, quote unquote, negative or bad emotions that I never resolved as a child. This is deep, my friends. So I said to myself, you know what? Oh my God, I can paint. So it took me a while to actually claim that I am, or declare that I am, a visual artist, because holy crap, Hazel, you never went to school for this. Excuse me? When we were back in kindergarten, did we actually overthink that, oh, I have to put gray or whatever? We just play with our crayons. I'm a 1970s kid, so crayons, watercolors, that's all I knew. But I know for sure that when I am outside, I get distracted. I would stop and look at the flowers, the ants, the critters, the bugs, and the centipedes. And I was like, the birds tweeting, singing. I'm like, what are they doing? And the trees, oh my God, are you kidding me? I would climb up the trees because we have a lot of trees in my parents' house. Organic. So anywho, this is where the rubber meets the road, my friend. I took inspired action from listening and watching Bob Ross on Netflix when I was screaming in pain, and I was in bed taking painkillers because I had to battle against some chronic physical pain, and yeah, chronic pain for years because of the unhealed childhood crap that I didn't know I had. So, my friends, this is the reason why I create. This is the very reason why I am capable of creating positivity back into my life, because I'm a positive chick. Also, I used to have a blog about that before, but now I've evolved into, why would I put myself in a specific box? How about we destroy the box, and how about we are the box? So you know what I mean? The proverbial box. I'm so beyond my name, my age, the money in the bank, the titles, and all that shenanigan that the world calls success. Because I used to chase my goals before, empty goals that's not connected to my values or what really truly matter to me. And now I'm here, spreading the joy of painting. I'm really truly blessed to have this gift back into my life, because without this, I would probably not be talking to you. So, if you feel like you're disconnected from if you feel like you're lost, you're not, or if you feel like, yeah, Hazel, you know what? I wanted to be creative too, but I just don't know. I'm telling you, don't believe me, just watch, because I started teaching myself in 2016 when I was at home. I just locked myself in a room and paint my pain away. And look at that. Okay? So I will leave you with this beautiful, beautiful, hang on a minute, create your own path, my friends, from my favorite Yayoi Kusama, woman artist. Your soul is composed of the same dots of the universe. Distinguish yourself from your mirror image. Show them your hallucinations. There you go, my friends. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to continue to share everything that I have in my mind, heart, and soul as long as I live, because I feel like art chose me. Yes, I chose art too, but I can move on with other things too. But because it brought me so much joy, I feel great again. Sorry, battery is dying. I feel joy, I feel loved, I feel whole, I feel like I'm enough, I'm worthy, and you can be that too. Whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, you can be whoever you want it to be. So, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section below as to what topics you'd like me to cover in the next video, and I will create that for you. All right? Take care. Bye.